So I was just talking to an old coworker of mine. She and I used to work in the ICU together, and we were both kind of on track to go to CRNA school, if that's what we choose. And she was just asking me some questions about some clinical stuff, and then she told me that she saw the anesthesiologist that primarily worked in the ICU we worked in. And at the time, the anesthesiologist and the CRNA that worked there told us, like, hey, I don't really think this is the right path for you. Now, they weren't saying that because they didn't think we could do it. They didn't want to say it, but we like to talk too much. We like to engage with people too much and stuff like that. So, they knew that we probably would like a better path, and it was helpful because they gave us other advice and pros and cons and things like that too. And she told me she saw him today. Now, she went on to do a CNS because she loves being in the hospital, and I went on to do an FNP. I also did my DNP, and she is right now finishing a PhD. And she said something to me today, and I was laughing so hard, but it is a prime example of people not really doing proper self-assessment, understanding themselves well enough. She told me, she said, I'm always going to probably have to have a job where I clock in and out. I need to be told when to come to work and when I'm done because I need that type of structure. And now she has a business. It just has nothing to do with seeing patients. And she was like, I don't really want the responsibility of having to figure everything else out. I want to come to work and I want to go home. And I think not enough of us are honest about that, about the fact that we need some of that structure. Because I think the biggest mistake I see people make, especially like nurse-led businesses, is they believe, I'm already doing it for this company, for this organization, then I could just do it for myself. Not understanding that that company, that organization, that business was set up. Somebody's got to work on the business and in the business. And sometimes, a lot of the times in the very beginning, you got to work on the business more than you got to work in it. And the problem is when it's time to work in the business, you want to tap out. And you really can't do that. So not enough people are honest about the fact that if your job did not have that rule about those charts needing to be closed in 48 hours, they'll probably stay open for a week or two. Those labs getting looked at, those prescriptions getting sent, all that stuff. Like, how disciplined are you around your time and productivity? Because that is a big part of why I think a lot of nurse-led businesses struggle. So tell me what y'all think. Do you need somebody to keep you on task and help you keep structure? Or do you think you're good? Because she absolutely was like, no, thank you. I don't want to do it.